Ladies and gentlemen, in the battle between law and grace, between legalism and liberty, between religion and relationship, grace wins.
Why is the law of love the strongest law? Laws let us know when we are doing something right or something wrong. In order to illustrate this, let's consider the speed limit. Often when I'm driving around town, I see a sign that says 45 miles per hour. The sign informs me of the speed that experts think should be maintained for that particular street. When I was younger, I would often ignore the speed limit. I'd go 55 miles an hour or 65 miles an hour. I knew I was doing wrong, but I didn't care. However, one day, I was pulled over by a policeman. I received a ticket, and because the ticket was so expensive, it caused me to drive more carefully. I still sped from time to time, but I kept a careful eye out for police cars. More recently, I became a father for the first time, and I find that I am much more conscious of driving safely. Now, whenever my son Caleb is in the car, I find myself driving under the speed limit. Caleb is 100% effective at making me drive the speed limit. And it's not because he's writing me any tickets. In fact, with my son in the car, I don't even need any speed limit signs. I operate under a different law, the law of protecting my son's life, or you could call it the law of love. In the same way, the law lets us know when we are doing wrong. Because disobeying the law has consequences, it is occasionally effective at forcing us to be good. But no one can obey the law 100% of the time. By breaking even one law, you become a lawbreaker, worthy of punishment. But when you come out from under the law and start a relationship with Jesus, you become motivated to do what's right. Not because of the threat of punishment, but simply because you don't want to hurt the relationship. Suddenly, you are living under the law of the Spirit of life in Christ Jesus. When my son Caleb is in the car, I drive safely, not because of the law, but because I don't want to hurt my son. Relationship is a much greater motivator than the law ever can be. You can do right because you obey the law, but you can also do right apart from the law. In this illustration, what is right is safe driving. The law, the speed limit, can make you drive safe sometimes, but the greater law of relationship, which is my love for my son, can motivate me to drive safe all the time. The law is not effective at keeping us from doing wrong. It is effective at showing us when we do wrong. But relationship is good at motivating us to do what is right. We know right and wrong because of the law, but we know how to do right because of the grace of God.